Okay, please start.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Fibita Ataya and my role here is as the host of Pesat Speaks Up. We are here to watch an amazing performance of Group 5 and 6, and I'm going to pass this room meeting to Malcolm as the moderator. Please, Malcolm, take over this meeting.
Thank you so much, Phoebe. So, hello everybody. My name is Muhammad Malcolm X from Group 2. So, greetings everyone, and the Honorable Iwan Charkiana, ST, MSE, as the Vice Principal of the Infrastructure at SMA PGRI Plus Cibinong. Miss Ike Yuniawati, SPD, as a doctor and English teacher, and Miss Lariska Septiana, SPD, as the homeroom teacher of the Pioneer class. Today, we're going to see the presentation of Group 5 and 6. So, Group 5, what is your topic for today?
Okay, so today we'll bring topic about gender equality. So we will have a discussion about what is gender equality, the issues around us, and how to solve it. So make sure you listening until the end.
Oh, okay, that's really interesting. Okay, Group 5, I'll let you explain the topic.
Okay, thank you. Oh. Wait. Okay, is that my share screen clearly? Okay, so we can start. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good afternoon. I hope you're always in a good condition. And on today's Pesat Speak Up opportunity, we will present a presentation with the theme of gender equality. But before that, I will introduce myself first. My name is Amanda Wiyanti Darmowijaya, and on today's Pesat Speak Up, I'm not alone. I'm accompanied with my partner.
I'm Kayla Meira Fadini.
And I'm Rido Arya Pratama.
Okay, so first, who in here still think that gender and sex are the same? Or maybe some of you don't even know what the difference is. Then this time I will tell you what is gender and what it has to do with sex. Many people think that gender is identical to female or male. And some even think that gender is the same as sex. But actually, the definition of gender and sex is different. As we can see in the first point, gender may differ across time and culture, while sex is regardless of time and culture. So gender is the nature and behavior affect to man and woman that are socially and culturally shaped, because it's shaped by a local social and culture. So gender does not apply forever. It's depend on time and place. And for the second point, gender has two main categories, masculine and feminine, while sex has two main categories, male and female. Gender is usually associated with masculine and feminine terms. Some people believe that masculine traits must be possessed by men, while femininity must have women. Even so, gender does not always go hand in hand. For example, there are women with dominant masculine traits, and vice versa. And for the next point, gender can be changed or learned through socialization, while sex it cannot be changed or given by birth. Sex is divided into two divisions, namely male and female, which is given by birth. For example, men and women have different reproductive organ, hormone, and different look from inside and outside. While gender is learned through socialization, then it can be concluded gender can be changed, while sex it cannot be changed. And for the last point, gender is created by social norms, while sex is created by reproduction needs or biological traits. Gender is a characteristic of man and woman that is formed in society. Meanwhile, sex is a biological difference between man and woman. So up to here, we already know what gender is and what it has to do with sex. So don't get it wrong again. And now let's move on to the next slide. Gender equality. First, gender justice. What is gender justice? Gender equality, also known as gender justice, is the view that all people should receive equal treatment and not discriminated against or on their base natural sex identity. And there are fight for human rights. Gender equality is not a matter of competition between men and women, but rather than effort to fight for human rights, interests, and aspiration. And last but not least, equal opportunity of economic participation, access to education, and health and political empowerment. From that, we can emphasize is equal opportunity for male and female. But what about gender equality issues out there? How is the situation and how to solve it? For that, the next explanation, I'll leave it to Kyla. Please, Kyla.
Okay, Amanda. I will explain about gender issue. Gender issue are issue and problems caused by gender issue. Part of the problem is discrimination against women, especially in terms of access to and control over the resource of life, opportunities, status, role, right, and rewards. The emergence of gender equality issue between women and men is motivated by dissatisfaction of treatment to women. Equal opportunity for male and female in terms of first is economic participation. Gender issue is one of the main issue in development, especially human resource development. Although many efforts have been made by the government to improve the quality of women's life and increase the institutional capacity of gender equality, data shows that there is still a gap between women and men over research such as in the fields of education, health, economic, sociocultural, and other strategical areas. The lack of one community group in development, especially women, is caused by various problems in society that are related with each other. The woman's nature causes them to have certain tasks as well as men. There is a misinterpretation of gender difference as natural because it shows that women already have weak bodies, while men have the strong bodies. And there is even an assumption that men are smarter and more skilled than women. In fact, the physical difference between men and women are relative. It is not necessarily certain that women are not capable of doing heavy work. Next is equal access to education. To build gender equality between women and men in the family, starting with the equality of education. Until now, women are often considered weak and only a complementary figure. Moreover, there is a pattern of thinking that the role of woman is only limited to working in the kitchen, taking care of the family and children, so that in the end, things outside of that become unimportant. The figure of a woman who excels and can balance between family and career is very rare to find. Women are often afraid to have a career because of their demands of their role as housewives. And the last one is political empowerment. The gender gap in politics illustrates the low representation of women in political positions and heads of government. It is impossible to build democracy without fighting for a political space that accommodates the right of all citizens, both men and women. Ironically, in the context of the national political system, women are often only treated as second-class citizens. There are so many obstacles when women intend to enter into practical politics. Practical politics is often considered a masculine area that is taboo for women to enter. As a consequence, women's participation in practical politics is relatively low, and the result is less accommodation of their interest in political decisions. Almost every political policy is taken from point of the view of men and lacks a gender perspective in it. Actually, gender inequality that harms women can indirectly harm society as well. As a result, there is inconsistency and disharmony and in the common life between men and women, both in the family life or in society in general. Furthermore, with the increasing demands, awareness, and needs of women for self-development, conflict arise because women need equal opportunities to improve their quality. Furthermore, experts have development for aspects of gender equality study in detail as follows: the division of labor between women and men, opportunities and control of men and women over research, the participation of men and women in formal and informal institutions, and the last one is the pattern of decision making in family. Gender equality between women and men in Indonesia is not fully equal. Indonesia is ranked 102 out of 162 countries, or the third lowest in ASEAN. Some of the factors that cause gender inequality in Indonesia. There is a subordination process, marginalization of women, and women are in a weak position. The Indonesian government has set 2045 as the Indonesian Golden Year as a target for realization of gender equality between women and men in Indonesia. Okay, that's all from me. Then I will leave the presentation to my partner, Rido.
Okay, thanks, Kala, for the time. Okay, let me start. Discrimination based on gender still occurs in all aspects of life. There is no single region in third world country where women have enjoyed equality in legal, social, and economic rights. Therefore, gender equality is a central issue of a development goal that has its values. Gender equality will strengthen countries' ability to thrive, reduce poverty, and govern effectively. Promoting gender equality is a major part of development strategies to empower people, women and men, to escape poverty and improve their standard of living. And now I will talk about global goals of gender equality. The first one is end all forms of discrimination against women everywhere. Number two is eliminate all forms of violence against women in public and private space. Number three is eliminate all harmful practices such as child marriage, early and forced marriage. And the last one is ensure full and effective participation and equal opportunities for women to lead at all levels of decision making in political, economic, and community life. Next, please. And now, how to solve gender inequality. First, in education can be done such as gender responsive learning approach. I'll give you an example. Number one, male and female students can have experience. There are many good practices that can be done with incorporating gender equality in teaching and learning activities. Number two is teachers can be agent of change for gender equality. Teachers can be agent of change for gender equality by supporting both male and female pupils to take part in certain activities. Teachers need to guide them and begin to act as role models. This includes changing the stereotype that during this time there is such as being kind to the ability female and male students, paying attention equal to male and female students, and encourage female students to take an active part in extracurricular activities that are usually followed by male students. And now in the workplace, there is still gender discrimination experienced by women in the world of work, seeing that there are still cases of gender discrimination that exist in the workplace. It should be anticipated. However, there are still many companies that do not discriminate against gender. Now here are some tips for dealing with gender discrimination in the workplace. One, making equality. Apply the rules to equalize women and men in their field of work. Everyone has and their abilities are served in different ways. Neither male nor female gender has the ability. It's just the difference between how to behave and how to apply it. The diversity that exists makes the development of the company remain various backgrounds, viewpoints, experience, ethnicities, and so on help form new colors in the workplace. Number two is prove it through work. When you succeed in proving your work with the best result, the condition will change. Over time, with the result of achievement, you will be able to shift first gender discrimination that exists. Prove that you as a woman can do what you have been underrated. And now in the general, number one, if there are any complaints about gender discrimination, immediately address. Both men and women who feel that they are experiencing difference due to gender issues should be addressed immediately. The faster the cup, the more it will restore the comfort of the work environment. Don't silence for too long complaints about gender discrimination, let alone wait until the incident rate increase. Make a clear procedure on how to anticipate even like this. And then when there is an important complaint about you, immediately investigate the problem that occurred and immediately find the best solution to overcome it. Make sure you have examined all witnesses and other evidence. And the second one is know whether you are offending or not. There are several types of people who have unconsciously mentioned gender while speaking. One way you can do by speaking speech and thinking first before you talk about something. Although in reality, this unconscious bias occurs unintentionally. That's all from our group. I'll give it back to Manda.
Okay, thank you, Rido. Then here I have a video about gender equality, so make sure you watch it carefully.
Gender equality means that both boys and girls are born with the same rights, given equal access to food, water, and shelter, and allowed to go to school. All these things help them grow into happy, healthy adults. When that happens, men and women can bring their own ideas, talents, and solutions to their homes, workplaces, and on the global stage for the benefit of everyone. But today, women and girls in countries everywhere are denied opportunities because of their gender. These women spend most of their time doing unpaid work, and girls are often prevented from going to school so they can help at home. Sometimes they aren't even allowed to read books, earn money, or access medicine. But it doesn't have to be that way. Thankfully, good people all around the world value the importance of girls and women and are working hard to improve their lives. For example, by investing in education, girls can access a school for as long as they need it. And by speaking out to change laws and attitudes, women can apply for important positions and get equal pay. Everyone should have the opportunity to be a leader and change the world for the better. But this can only happen if women and men coexist as equals. And we can all help make that happen.
Okay, we already watched the video I gave, but for make sure I will give a conclusion about the video. Gender equality means that both boys and girls are born with the same rights, like equal access for everything. And when that happens, women and men can bring their own ideas, talents, and solutions for everyone. But unfortunately, today's women and girls in countries everywhere are denied opportunities because of their gender. But thankfully, good people all around the world value the importance of girls and women. But this can only happen if women and men coexist as equal. Okay, so that's all from our group presentation. Thank you for listening until the end. Then I will give conference back to moderator.
Okay, thank you so much, Amanda. Wow, you guys did an amazing job. Really, wow. Thank you so much, Group 5. So now moving on. So Group 6, what is your topic for today?
Our topic is about PPKM and all you need to know about PPKM.
Okay. Well then, I'll let you explain the topic.
Okay, thanks, Malcolm. Wait, have you seen my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I want to introduce my group first. My name is Hilbram Zubarzayan from Group 6 as the leader of this group, and there is...
I'm Syafina Bagus Putri.
And I'm Muhammad Dafal Rizky.
Okay. In this Pesat Speak Up, my groups are going to present a topic about PPKM and all you need to know about PPKM. But before we go into the material, I want to show you a short video about PPKM. So let's watch the video first.
The government has officially imposed an emergency PPKM from 3 to 20 July and extended until September 6, 2021. So, what is PPKM? PPKM stands for Pemberlakuan Pembatasan Kegiatan Masyarakat, which is implemented in Java and Bali. This PPKM is implemented to help reduce the increase of COVID-19 positive number.
Okay, that's really short video. So let's jump into our material. The first material we got here is what is PPKM? And the second material is what's different between PPKM and PSBB. The third is kinds of PPKM. The fourth is the advantage and disadvantage of PPKM. The fifth is condition of malls, schools during PPKM. And the last is what can we do to fill in spare time during PPKM? So the first material is what is PPKM? The term PPKM has recently become widely used after the government imposed a number of restrictions to suppress the surge in COVID-19 cases in Indonesia. Recently, the government decided to establish an PPKM that will take effect from 3 to 20 July 2021, and it will be extended until 6 September. Emergency PPKM is said to be stricter than PSBB and micro PPKM, which have also been implemented by the government. The implementation is carried out in regencies or cities in Java and Bali. In fact, the latest 15 regions outside Java and Bali have also implemented emergency PPKM starting today, Monday, 12 July. PPKM itself, it is an extension of the implementation of restrictions on community activities. Previously, there were other names that were also introduced by the government since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, namely PSBB and micro PPKM. The rules for PSBB came into effect on April 17, 2020. Then the government imposed a new term to reduce the risk of a higher spread in a number of areas under the name PPKM. PPKM was first implemented on January 11 to 25 January 2021, covering DKI Jakarta and 23 regencies or cities in 6 provinces that are in high risk areas for the spread of COVID-19. Because up to volume 2, it was considered ineffective. Another new term emerged, namely PPKM Micro. The micro PPKM takes place from February 9 to February 2020, 2021 and applies in 7 provinces with a number of more complete rules based on zoning, even being monitored from the RT or RW level. In early July 2021, the government again imposed the term emergency PPKM. This is due to the surge in COVID-19 cases, including from the new variant. So next to the next topic. What's the difference between PPKM and PSBB? The difference between implementation of restriction on community activities, PPKM, and large-scale social restrictions, PSBB, is PPKM targets the limitation of community activities based on cities and districts. In PSBB itself, it is more stringent because there are several activities that are limited. The difference in the rules of PSBB, micro PPKM, and emergency PPKM are shown in the restrictions on various community activities. For example, in office activities, emergency PPKM takes 100% work from home for non-essential sectors. In micro PPKM, 75% work from home in red zones and 50% work from home in other zones. In PSBB, essential sectors operate 100%. In teaching and learning activities, emergency PPKM, all teaching and learning activities are carried out online. In PPKM Micro, online teaching and learning activities in the red zone in accordance with strict procedures and other zones. In PSBB, online teaching and learning activities In the shopping center or mall activities, emergency PPKM, shopping centers or malls are closed. In the micro PPKM, shopping center or mall operating hours until 20, maximum visitors 25% capacity. In PSBB, shopping centers or malls are open specifically to fulfill basic needs. Okay, the next slide will be read by Dava.
Okay, thank you, Hilbram. So now I want to talk about kinds of PPKM. There are two types of PPKM. There is an emergency PPKM and there is a regular PPKM or a micro PPKM. First, I'm going to explain the emergency PPKM. The implementation rules and laws of emergency PPKM is really strict. The government really want to reduce the spread of COVID because maybe from their COVID data, the victims are increasing rapidly. So therefore, we, the people of Indonesia, must follow these rules and laws so that we don't become the victims of this deadly virus too. Moving on to the implementation. The implementation of teaching and learning activities in the places of education, such as schools, are conducted online. And second, the implementation of work activities in the non-essential sector applies 100% work from home. And the last one is implementation of activities in critical sectors such as energy, health, or industry to fulfill the basic daily needs is enforced 100% maximum work from office. And now let's talk about the regular PPKM1 and in its implementation. First, for cities in the yellow and green zone, carry out teaching and learning activities in accordance with technical arrangement from the Ministry of Education. And with, of course, with the implementation of more strict health protocols. Second, for agencies in the yellow and green zone, restrictions are made by implementing work from home 50% and work from office by 50% too. And the last one is the implementation and policy of eat or drink activities in public places. The first one is you can only eat or drinking on the spot at 25% of capacity. Second, operational hours are limited to 17 local times. And the last one, food service via takeaway is still allowed until 20 local times. And now let's move on to the disadvantage and advantage of PPKM. Like many other things, there are advantages and disadvantages. And disadvantages of PPKMs are, first, shopping centers and markets are being closed. So far, the emergency PPKM has closed markets and shopping centers. Second, the bankruptcy of market traders. All Indonesian Market Traders Association said this PPKM period has recorded, where many traders went bankrupt and sold their assets to pay off debts. And the last one is the fall of culinary traders. During a PPKM like this, the turnover of culinary traders dropped drastically because people are not allowed to leave their homes and not all traders sell foods on GoFood or GrabFood. And now, the advantage of PPKM. First one is COVID-19 victims are reduced. Victims are definitely starting to decrease. I think this is an obvious. And second, we can have more time with family. We can stay at home, hang out with family, and have more time to relax, or we can have more time to spend in many other things we like, such as doing hobbies and or starting a business and many other things. I think that's all. And next will be proceed by Sasha.
Okay, thank you, Dava. Now I want to talk about condition of malls, schools, and offices during implementation of restriction on community activities or PPKM. During a pandemic like this, everything changes. A lot of changes that occur in Indonesia and even the world. Previously, we carried out activities as usual, so it was hampered because of the coronavirus. And as Dava has discussed earlier, the way to reduce COVID-19 cases is through PPKM. So what is the So it is the condition of malls, schools, and offices. The first is malls. During emergency PPKM, all malls are closed. But after PPKM is no longer an emergency like now, the mall can be visited. There are requirements that must be obeyed when going to the mall, must have been vaccinated and also double mask. The second is schools. During emergency PPKM, all schools are closed to very high cases. But now the cases have decreased greatly. Schools have started to open. There are several requirements that must be carried out, namely having to be vaccinated and following health protocols. And the third or last is the offices. During emergency PPKM, all offices are closed, but there are also offices that open, but only 10 persons are allowed. Now many offices are open and many offices provide this. Okay, now I want to talk about what can we do to fill in spare time during PPKM. When PPKM, a lot of people are just lazing around or some people confused about what activities to do. There are several activities that I will tell you about this time. First, movie marathon. This activity is the easiest way to avoid boredom when the weekend comes. The choice can be new movie and dramas or watching of exciting films. One of my favorite series is Stranger Things. Second, read books. Reading books that have not been completed due to various activities is also the right choice in filling time at home during the emergency PPKM. Reading a book while listening to a song is also a good idea. Books recommendation for me are Pemetik Bintang, Mulan, and Jakarta Sebelum Pagi. Third, gardening. During this pandemic, gardening is one of the most popular activities because apart from sharing hobbies, you can also get results, especially those who grow fruits and vegetables. If you want to start this activity, you can consider choosing to plant ornamental plants or vegetables or flowers. So, thank you.
Okay, that's all from my group. Thank you for listening to our presentation. I'll see you on the Q&A section. Thank you. I'll give this back to Malcolm.
Okay. Wow, group 6, you guys did an amazing job. So now, moving on to the Q&A session. But there's two types of Q&A session. The first one is between groups, and the second one is where you guys come in and ask us the questions. So now it's gonna be the one that is between the groups. So group 5, do you guys have any questions for group 6 or group 6 to group 5?
Can I ask a question?
Okay, Amanda.
Okay, this is for group 6. Why there is so many gap in PPKM rules? For example, you just can eat under 20 minutes, and who want to count it?
Okay, so group 6, is the question clear enough for you guys? And
Yeah.
Okay.
Can
I'll
I
let you
answer it now?
All right.
Okay. Actually, the gap is made by the person who doesn't want to be managed by the rules. I think it is not the rules that have a gap, but the person who search for it. I think that is my question. Answer. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thank you for your answer, Hilbram. So Amanda, is that answer clear enough for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So do anybody got any more questions?
Can I ask?
Okay, Hilbram. What's your question?
My question is, if indeed there is by gender, does a woman have a job that is usually done by a man or vice versa?
Oh, okay. So group 5, is that question clear enough for you guys? Hello? Group 5? Or is it not clear enough for you guys? Hello?
I'm sorry. I think we don't hear it clearly. Can you repeat the question?
Okay, I'll repeat it. If indeed there is by gender, does a woman have a job that is usually done by men or vice versa?
Okay. Is that clear enough for you guys? Group 5?
Can I answer the question?
Okay, yeah, you can, Kyla.
Okay. Many may ask, is there an example of gender equality in the profession? The answer is yes. We have found a lot of gender equality in the profession, including in Indonesia. For example, in Bali, we can find many women who work as construction works, and vice versa. In Bali, many men become dancers. It already proves that there is gender equality there. Thank you.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you, Hilbram?
Yes, of course. Thank you.
Okay. So, do you guys have any questions for each other?
May I ask again?
Okay, you can. You can.
What if you break the rules and protocols of PPKM?
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you, the group 6?
Okay, basically, it is allows and rules. So if you break it, you could get a punishment, such as you could buy a fine, or you can go to the prison. And obviously, you will get COVID because you did not follow the health protocols. I think that's all.
Okay. So group 5, yeah. Is that answer clear enough for you guys?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so any more answers? Any more questions? Sorry. Any more questions? Eh? Anybody got questions? Don't leave me hanging here. Come on. Come on.
Java, I think you have a question, right?
Ah. Group 6? Group 5? Come on. Don't leave me hanging there. Come on. Come on. Group 5? Group 5? Anyone? Don't leave me hanging. Come on.
Can I ask? Can I ask?
Okay, Dava, what is your question?
What can we do to stop and end the child marriage early and forced marriage?
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's clear now. Okay, I'll answer it. Actually, there are many things that you can do to stop child early and forced marriage. Maybe you can do by raising awareness about it, and then investing in projects that prevent the practice. That's my answer.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough? Group 6? Yeah, is that answer clear enough for you guys?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so do you guys still have any questions, or are we gonna move to the other Q&A session? Is it anybody? Wait, not now, Neil. Hold up. So I get nobody got any questions from the groups? No one?
I think you can move to Q&A session.
Okay, then we're moving to the audience Q&A session. So, does anybody have any questions? Okay, William, please state your name again and what is your question?
Hello, my name is William and I'm from group 4. The presentation was so good. First of all, the presentation was so good, and I have a question for the gender equality group 1. I don't know what group is that, but my question is, why gender equality is so important? That's my question. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for the question, William. So, group 5, is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes. Can I answer?
Okay, you can.
Okay, so gender equality, it's important because with this we can stay away from bad possible things. For example, jealousy between female and male, and we should avoid that, and we can balance equality between men and women. I think that's my answer. Is that clear?
Okay, William, is that answer clear enough for you?
Oh, it's really clear. Thank you for the answer.
Yeah. Thank you for questioning. Anyways, Cikal Savita, so what is your question?
Okay, but first of all, my name is Cikal and I'm from group 9, and I want to ask to group 5, which is about gender equality. My question is, what is the biggest problems that gender equality can cause? Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, was that question clear enough for you guys? Group 5, I think.
Yes. Can I answer again?
Okay.
Okay. The biggest problem in gender equality rates, it's actually because of the treatment and communication between creators that make one part between female or male will unfair. For example, why most men always lead or women as always given by easy things. That is the first thing that cause inequality between men and women.
Okay, Cikal, is that answer clear enough for you?
Clear enough. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for asking. So the next one, Othniel. So what is your question?
Hello, my name is Othniel Anggerona Batubara, and I'm for Group 3, and my question is from Hilbram Group. And the question is PPKM effective? If you say yes, please give me the proof or the evidence. And if you say no, give me your reason.
Okay, group 6, is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yeah. Can I share my screen again? Oh, wait, I have a proof. So
okay.
I think it is effective. Wait, let me share my screen first. Wait, where is it? You can see on my presentation before, here. This is the case before PPKM. It is 34,000, more than 49,000 per seven day, and after PPKM it decreased to 10,000 cases a day. Okay, I think that's good evidence. That's my answer.
Okay, Othniel, is that the answer clear enough for you?
I think the answer is very clear. Thank you so much. And you are good. And you are very cool, Hilbram.
Thank you.
Okay. So we got a question in the chat here from Jovanka Ecclesia. Sorry if I said that wrong, from IPS 2, Unggulan 2. Her question, his question is, what is the difference between gender equality and women's empowerment? Is that question clear enough for you guys?
Can I answer?
Okay, you can. Go ahead.
So in general, gender equality and women empowerment, it's same. They're both prioritize gender, but maybe women's empowerment, it's wait. It's specific to women, but in general, it's same. Yes.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you? Just say the chat again. Okay, I guess it's clear enough. So, the next question is Fia.
Hello, my name is Via. First of all, I'm sorry I cannot open my camera. I'm from group 11 and I have question for group 6. Group 6, there are some people who go out even when they know they infected by COVID-19. What do you think about that? Thank you.
So, group 6, is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes, and I'm gonna answer it. Okay.
Okay.
What I think about it is, I think the people who come out in the middle of PPKM is underestimating the effects of COVID. Even when you already get vaccinated, it is still a change. It is still a chance you get infected by the COVID. That's my opinion about it. Okay.
Sorry, is that answer clear enough for you, Pia?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so next up, Naskia, what's your question?
All right, so I got a question from for group 5. And oh yeah, before I am Naskia. I'm Naskia from the group 1, and I would like to ask group 5 that from this all gender equality issue, what is the most important gender equality issue that we need to solve and why? Thank you.
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Can I answer?
Okay.
Okay, I will answer question from Naskia. In my opinion, the issue of gender equality that most needs to be addressed is the gender gap in education. Why? Because education is the initial stage of achieving gender equality. With the education of a woman, woman can be equal to men in many ways.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you, Naskia?
It's very clear. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Okay, so we got another question here from the chat. Uh, so, the question is from Anissa Rana from XEPS2. So, I want to ask about gender equality topics. What do you think about people who defies gender equality? Is it okay, or they should educate more? Thank you. So is that question clear enough for you guys?
This question is clear enough. Can I answer?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what do you think about people devise gender equality? So gender equality, these people would devise gender equality. I think they should do more education for themselves and try to be open-minded. And the first thing that should be is try to not discriminate someone against on their natural sex or gender identity, and we can use and give equal opportunity for all of us.
So, okay. So is that answer clear enough for you, Rana? Okay, so next up, Zaneta. Well, so what is your question?
Okay, my name is Zaneta and I'm from group 12. I wanna ask to group 6. What is the effect of implementing PPKM with the current increase in COVID-19 case? Thank you.
Sorry, okay. So is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes.
Okay. I'll let you answer, I guess.
Okay. I think it is effective for decreasing the positive 19 positive COVID-19 rate in Indonesia, but it is not effective for the economics sectors. I think that is my answer.
Okay, so that is the answer. Is that clear enough for you, Zanita?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, so the next question is from Jihan. So what is your question and your name?
Okay, so my name is Jihan and I am from 11th grade. So before asking the question, I just want to say that I really love both the groups' presentation. It's really cool, and I really love the confidence of your team and yourself. I mean, it's amazing though. Yeah. Next to the question. So my question is, I have a question for group 5. So my question is, why do you guys choose this topic? You know, what is the reason? Because I think this kind of topic is not really common to present in, school presentation like this. Because actually, to be honest, why I joined this meeting is because the topic is really interesting for me. Yeah, that is my question. I hope it's clear. Thank you very much.
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I answer?
Okay, I'll let you answer.
Yeah. Actually, Kak Jihan, Miss Chika already said that to me. Okay. So my answer, why I choose this topic, it's about because gender equality in Indonesia, it's still above their range. Even gender equality in Indonesia indeed increase every year, but it's still not above their range. So we should change the situation, and I think make the conference like this, we can add new knowledge too, and we can all make that gender equality happens and make gender equality better in the future.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you?
Yeah, that answer is really amazing. Thank you, Amanda.
Okay, thank you for questioning. So the next question is from the chat, from Akila Diana from IPS U2 Unggulan 2. So her question is, what are the priorities on commission regarding gender equality as covered by the gender equality strategy? Is that question clear enough for you guys? Hello?
Maybe Kyla or Rido want to answer.
I'm sorry. Can you give us time to think about it, to discuss it?
Okay, I guess I'll give you time to discuss it. Okay, so does anybody have any questions for group 6, which is the PPKM one? Just unmute your mic. Just okay. William, I guess. William, so is there a question for group 6?
Yes, the PPKM one. I have a question for group 6.
Okay, what is your question?
The question is, why there's still so many people that didn't obey the PPKM? How can we make them to obey it? That is my question.
So, group 6, is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I answer it again?
Yeah, I'll let you answer it, Hilbert.
Okay. I think that's because they need to make money for their life and for their family. And how do we get they to obey the rules? It's to stringent the rules, make them what is it? Make them make the hard rules, I think. Yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, William, is that answer clear enough for you?
It's enough, I guess. Thank you,
Yeah.
bro.
Okay, and group 5, is your, do you guys have the question? The answer for the question? Or do you guys still need time?
I still need time.
Yeah, can you move to the next answer, I think?
The next question.
Yeah, sorry, the next question.
Okay, so the next one is Ayeleka. So what is your question?
Okay, my name is Malik. I am from group 1. I have question for group 5. My question is, how does an expert now the Indonesian Golden your prediction for gender equality?
Okay, group 5, is that question clear enough for you guys?
All right. I will to answer your question, Malik. So expert can estimate this through the increase in data obtained every year. They will do the analysis and can predict when a country reach the golden year.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you, Aleka?
Okay, thank you.
All right, so the next question is from Najwa. So what is your question?
Okay, first of all, hello, my name is Najwa Hanusamida. I'm from group 12. I want to ask group 6. My question is, what is your opinion about the implementation of PPGM by the government?
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Can I answer it?
Okay, you can, Shasha.
I think it's good for people as it can reduce COVID spread by PPKM. People limit their activities so it prevents crowd. It's one of the good way to minimize.
I guess that was the answer. Is that answer clear enough for you?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so I'm gonna take another question from the chat. So, hello, I'm Deandra. The question is from Deandra from XEPS Unggulan 2. I want to ask about gender equality. How do we support gender equality? As we know, in Indonesia, there are still many people who follow partial culture. So is that question clear
Yeah.
enough for you guys?
I will answer it.
Okay, Rido.
My name is Rido Arya Pratama, and I'm from group 5. Like I said before, if there are any complaints about gender discrimination, immediately address. People who feel that they are experiencing or see difference due to gender issues should be addressed immediately. The faster the COP, the more it will restore the comfort of the work environment. That's my answer.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you?
Yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Okay, so the next one is from Zafir Arik. So Zafir, what is your question?
Okay, my name is Zafir Arikasiti from Group 12. I have a question for Group 5. The question is, how do you respond to the stereotype that boys shouldn't cry and girls shouldn't play toy cars or football? What's your opinion on the stigma of society?
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes, can I answer this question?
Okay, you can.
Okay, well, the stereotypes in society must be changed. And firstly, for boys who should not cry, who say that anyone can cry? And cry is a healthy way to express our feelings and emotion. Because if these stereotypes continues to grow, then boys will find out it's difficult to express themselves, and because crying don't make them look bad. And for the girls, yeah, for the girls should not play cars and football. Well, when at the beginning, this thing, it was a taboo for girls, but it was taboo for girls as if they were not allowed to play, and these toys were made only for boys. But actually, in fact, every toys were were made to were made for anyone can play. So anyone can play any toys if they like it. From that we can see that we should learn more about gender equality and eliminate stereotypes like this in society.
Okay, so is that question clear? Is that answer clear enough for you, Zafir?
Yeah, that's a great answer. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is from Retno Amir. So what is your question and what is your name?
Hello everyone, I'm Retno. I am the mother of one of children here. I'm the mother of Sasha. It's really good to join these sessions. I do appreciate it, and I hope your English all will be improved soon. It's very good. So I want to address one question for group 5, especially for the girls, Amanda or Kayla. Have you ever experienced the discrimination of being a girl in school or in daily activities? Thank you.
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes, it's clear enough. Thank you for the question. Fortunately, I never discriminated based on my gender identity. Maybe Kyla have another answer, or no? Kyla?
Yeah, I think I have an answer because sorry. Wait.
Is that the answer or is there still more?
Oh,
Hello. Can you hear my microphone?
Yes.
Oh. I cannot answer the question because I've never experienced it.
Can I add something?
Yes.
Okay. If that experience like that, if there any experience like that, maybe they should have learn more about gender equality, so they shouldn't judge anyone based on their gender, like, oh, you're a woman, you should not be leader and whatever.
So is that answer clear enough for you guys? For you, I mean?
Yes, it's enough.
Okay, thank you
Thank
for
you.
questioning. So the next question is from Muhammad Faiz. So Faiz, what is your question?
Okay, thank you. Okay, hello, my name is Faiz, and I have a question for Amanda's group. My question is, what's your opinion or response about patriarchal system where men are the first or dominating power holders? Thank you.
Okay.
So is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes. Can I answer?
Okay, go ahead.
So actually, this patriarchy system or culture is still developing in some parts on Indonesia, and I don't agree with that. Why? Because this patriarchy and the stereotype or stigma about women with domestic work has been going for a long time, and we can change this stereotype because I believe women can lead and men can also doing a housework, and there's no limit for that, and everyone can have opportunity to be the leader uh, while they still have a rational mind to lead, and everyone choosing here and is when everyone's agree they will be the leader.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you guys?
I think that's more than enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, so the next question is from Mr. Iwan Chakrayana. Chakrayana, yeah, sorry for the mispronounce. So what is your question?
Okay. Do you can hear my voice?
It's a little bit small.
Okay. How about now?
Okay,
Can you
yeah,
hear?
it's clear. It's clear.
Okay. Well, thank you for the opportunity. Thanks to Tika and Stika to give me this concept. Very good experience, yeah. I think I already heard about this class about pioneers, and then this is my first time joining the Pesat Pioneers Speak Up, and I think when I heard you guys talking in English, it a little bit make me nervous because I think you all very awesome in English, and I think I will learn a lot in this group. Okay, uh, I'm very interesting about the group that talking about gender equality. I think Amanda and Malcolm, you guys already talked about the gender very good, but I want now, based on your opinion about gender equality, in my perspective, gender equality is like between men and women is in, in the same level. There is no difference between men or women. Okay, I think things that I want to ask in your group opinion, is gender equality a concern for men? Okay, I want to know from your perspective, is gender equality a concern for men? Maybe that's all that I can ask. Hopefully, you can understand what I'm saying, and I'm ask you guys.
Okay, so the
Thank you.
question. Okay, yes. So the question was, I think, if I heard correctly, the question was, is gender equality a concern to men, right?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
So, is the question clear enough for you guys?
Yeah, I think because we live in Indonesia, between men and women, I think cannot be the same level. Like a woman, maybe nation, culture that woman has to be at home, and then the man is at work, like that. And I think if we want to talk about gender equality, it means between men and women, there's we can see maybe women work and then maybe the man have to home maybe. I think I want to know in your perspective. Thank you.
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Gender equality in male concern, yeah. Is that the question?
Yes, that's the question.
Oh, okay. I think in these stereotypes, men can also lead as long as is within reasonable and correct limits and not demand other gender. And yeah, while they have a rational mind. Well, they'll still have rational mind.
Maybe one question again. Maybe in your knowledge about gender equality, is there any example country that already gender equality in their nation?
Gender equality for men in Indonesian.
In another country, maybe in your what is it? Knowledge about gender. Do you know which country that maybe have what is it like gender equality is already apa sih bahasanya menjalankan mem? What is it? Can you help?
Implemented.
Okay.
Implement.
Which country that already implemented about the gender equality in their nation? Amanda, do you know which country?
I'm sorry, Malcolm. Can you repeat the question?
Sorry, I didn't hear that correctly.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Richard, can I make that question clear for the students?
Hello.
Okay, yes, I can hear your voice.
I switch my my microphone to my laptop.
Okay.
Do you hear my voice clearly?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want to know in Amanda opinion, do you know which country that already has the gender equality in their nation or in the country? Do you know which country that already maybe already implement about the gender equality in their nation? Do you know which country?
Okay, can I answer it?
Be my guest. Thank you.
I think it's Thailand because Thailand have 18 genders, and then they live their life peacefully, I think.
Because they have 3 gender, right?
18.
18 gender.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I add something?
Okay.
Actually, in all countries around the world, there are still many shortcomings. So there are not countries in the world that are implement gender equality well. But if there are any, maybe we don't answer. It makes sense.
Okay, thank you for your answer. That's it, Malcolm.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry. Thank you so much for the question, Mr. Iwan.
Okay.
So the next question is from Miss Rania Rafifa. So what is your question?
Sorry, I cannot turn on my camera. I'm Rania Rafifa from XIPS 2. I want to ask a question to group 6. Can you tell me a negative impact of PPKM? Thank you.
Okay, so is that question clear enough for you guys?
Yes. Maybe
Okay.
Sasha or Dava want to answer it.
No, do you guys have the answer?
Can you give me some time to discuss it, please?
Okay. So the last question that we're gonna take is from Umar. So Umar, what is your question and what group is it for?
Actually, it's very loud here. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But can you still hear my voice?
I mean, your voice is clear, but there's it's not that loud, you know.
Okay. Actually, my question is for it was originally for Group 6 for Hilbram, but I think I also have a question for Group 5. Actually, if that's okay.
Okay, it's all right. It's all right.
So, there are some people that are going against this. They probably say like there's not sexist, something like that. And also there are people that think that there people are racist for doing this for gender equality. They're going against it, but they want to be respected more. I mean, like usually a girl wants to be respected more. Like they have to be they're on top. They have to be very soft to them and everything. The world should be much easier for them. Now, for Group 5, what do you think about those kind of people, and how do we make them not like that?
Can I answer it?
Yeah, go ahead, Rido.
Like I said before, you can prove it through work to make them silence. And then the example maybe like Megawati, the 5th president of Indonesia. She's a woman, but she can lead a country. Like, yeah, that's my answer.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you, Umar?
Somewhat clear, yeah. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, thank you for that. So, Group 6, do you guys have the answer for that question? Oh, Group 6.
I think Dava want to answer it. Dava? Where is Dava?
Dava, hello?
Wait. One sec. I got a problem.
So, sorry, but give us a sec, Dava. I guess Dava has a problem right now. Just wait for a second here.
I think is the negative impact of PPKM is like we it's hard to doing a business. Like I want to start a business or a little business like selling or anything, and not just that. We are going. It's hard to go somewhere or everywhere, and uh,
So was that all it is? Java?
Can I add something?
Yeah, you can add something.
I think the negative impact of PPKM is we cannot hang out with friends and we cannot study in our school offline. And the economics are, I think it's broken. Someone's business is broke. Yeah, that is my answer. Thank you.
Okay, so is that answer clear enough for you? Hello, Rani? Is that
Shishay, thanks, bro.
Thanks. Oh yeah, sorry. So I guess before we end this, please fill up the presence form because yeah, you guys need to fill up the presence form. So I guess that's it for the Q&A session. That took a long time. So do you guys have any conclusions, group 5 and 6?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So in conclusion, you already know, we already know what the gender is and what sex is, and we also know gender issues around us and some ways to overcome them. But actually, there are still many ways to achieve gender equality itself. We can start from small things from ourselves, and we already know that gender equality ranking in Indonesia has been indeed increased every year, but it's not still above the range. So what should we do? First is do more education for ourselves and try to be open-minded. And against, I say, to not be discriminated against someone based on their natural sex identity, and we can give and use equal opportunity. And when that apply in our lifestyle, I'm sure we will achieve better equality in the future.
Okay, group 6, what is your conclusion for today?
My conclusion is there is always an advantage and disadvantage in everything, even the government rule. So don't be hopeless because there is a bright future waiting for you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so I guess we are done. Thank you so much for your attention. Now, I'll give it to my friend, PB.
Okay, thank you. And before we close this presentation, is there any comments from Ms. Ike as the educator and Mr. Iwan? Or maybe our homeroom teacher, Ms. Chika?
Okay, thank you very much for the opportunity. First of all, I would like to congratulate you for the both of the group, the moderator and also the host for managing a very good Pesat Speaks Up. Actually, I have questions, but I keep them because I feel I was amazed. Many students want to ask something with various questions, and that's really great. I think, in my opinion, our Pesat Speak Ups is getting better and better. The students are getting more active, and again, both of the group have already presented their best, and I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for your performance today, and also for the students of 10 Social 2. I really appreciate you for attending this class, and especially for the pioneer students. I believe more and more you will be more and more addicted to English. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Miss. Is there any other comments?
Mr. Ichak.
Okay. Okay.
thank you for the opportunity. First of all, Ms. Chika and Memike, thank you. Thanks a lot. You give me this, what's it like, good experience, yeah. And thank you for you guys for having me in this group. And I think because, like I said before, I never joined this group in this Pesat Speak Up. This is my first time in this group, and I think I see what was it? I first of all, I did not expect will be this good, ma'am, because I know maybe you still in high school, and I think in my era in high school, I think I what is it like? Cannot speak English, you know, and maybe after college I a little bit learn about English, and I think the both group already give very good presentation and maybe information too about the PPKM and then gender equality. I think that's very update news in our nation now, and I think like Ma'am Ika said, hopefully after this I have a course with Ma'am Ika too, and then like Ma'am Ika said, hopefully I can edit to English too. Okay, thank you for this today presentation. Maybe that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Icha. And maybe from Ms. Chika.
Okay, I just want to say I'm really proud of you for group 5 and group 6. The duration, it's too long. Okay, it's more than 1 hour, guys. But you can...
That's why I keep my question, Miss Chika. It will be longer.
Yes, but they can answer very good, man, very well. So I'm really proud as your homeroom teacher. And good job. Really, really good job. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. and Mrs. for the comments. And before we end the presentation, once again, I'm saying thank you for attending this Pesat Speaks Up, and please turn on your cameras because I'll be taking pictures. Wait. Wait, please. Okay. Smile. 3, 2, 1. I'm sorry. Wait, please wait. Wait. And then slide 2.
Do you need a help, PB?
No, please wait a minute. It's lagging.
Okay. Okay, look at William.
Okay. I'm sorry, please. It's lagging. Oh my gosh.
Okay, let me take the picture, okay?
It's done.
Oh, it's done. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. Okay. And then, and please don't forget to fill your attendance list on the chat box. And that's it for today's Pesat Speaks Up, and see you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Good job.
Thank you. Bye-bye.